Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mius and welcome to my Buster Blader combo video. So before we start, friendly reminder to like and subscribe because it motivates me a lot to keep making videos like these. And yeah, let's jump right into it. So as you can see right now, I pretty much have 4 monsters on my field, but no needle fiber access or no like random BS like that. So pretty much just 4 monsters, including at least one that is a level 4 or lower monster, can end on the full Buster Blader play. So prologue of the Destruction Swordsman, and even more than that. So how did I manage to do it? Technically, you can do it without needle fiber. As a matter of fact, this combo is 100% functional without needle fiber, but with needle fiber, it's not that you make a bigger board, it's just that you have to play, you don't need the discard, and it just looks a little cleaner. But even if needle fiber gets banned, this combo is 100% doable. So yeah, you'll be summoning your special summon. And thing with Sky Blaster is that it's a +1 by default, and it becomes like an additional +1 for every other monster that you have on the field. So at best, if you have like a monster in your extra monster zone with another monster on the field, and then you normal summon Sky Blaster, you summon 3 token, which means that it is a +3. And Sky Blaster on its own is a +1, so you can already do the maths. If I already had a monster there, and then I summon Sky Blaster, I summon 2 monsters. So it is the only way I can think of to summon 4 monsters during your own turn using only 2 cards. But yeah, it's not the most realistic combo out there, it's just an idea to give you. Yeah, it's really just an idea, honestly. So you can start, I guess, trying to make your own combos. You hopefully, if I show you stuff like that. But yeah, now you're gonna make Reprodocus. This is just one of the coolest plays, man. When you transform random monsters into dragons, so you can start making freaking LP. And now we're locked into dragons, so now we have to make a link 2 that actually points here. And most of them, I mean, yeah, just pretty much every link 2 is either like generic, like non-generic monsters like hieratic seals that require dragons only, but there is one that is generic and that actually does something. And it's funny because in other decks it's actually just a vanilla, all you do is use its arrows and that's it, that's all. But in this deck it does something, so it's a Protector Whelp of the Destruction Swordsman, and this is how you send this prologue from your deck to the graveyard, which is really cool. It's pretty much curious, but it's not even like you have to go out of your way to do it. So yeah, that's pretty nice. And then Guard Dragon LP is going to summon Safer. I mean, it's not necessarily safe for it, it's just that you have to summon like enough monsters so you can end up doing the play that I'm about to do. So yeah, once again, just a bunch of ideas. You don't even need to revive back Protector Whelp. I guess wanted to draw 1 card off of Griffin because now you can make a Link 3 and you're going to have a zone there, so obviously Link 3 and Link 1. We couldn't do Griffin before because LP and Pisty, like I said, lock you out of your lock you out of special summons except for dragon monsters, which blows. But yeah, now Griffin, pitch prologue, draw 1. And yeah, this is pretty cool, man. With 2.5 cards, technically, not really, but you see where you gotta see where what I'm trying to say. And yeah, during your opponent's turn, you can actually prologue for, Buster Dragon, and now by banishing the memories, you can summon, Buster Fusion, Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman. Oh my god, what is this name? It's even harder than to pronounce than number 37 or 38, Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. Try saying this 10 times really fast. But yeah, I recommend obviously summoning everything in defense. This triple burst, ironically, is pretty good. You can tribute it next turn to summon like a Link 2 or lower, I guess, Link monster in your graveyard, which is, I guess, kind of relevant. You can summon Pisty here and then revive back him. Oh no, yeah, that's true, Griffin. Yeah, okay, that sucks. Anyways, next combo. And by next combo, I mean the exact same thing, but without with needle fiber. So it's not, like I said, it's not that it changes anything, but you can try to imagine how a random deck like Eldritch could do this. Just try to imagine if I had, I don't know, like Conquistador, Eldritch, Hakuero, and I go normal summon Ash for turn and do all of this combo. Obviously, it's super irrelevant, and also I am going to play one one random card from yeah, okay, so up until now, everything is every card that you play here is a card that you would have played in Buster Blader anyways, outside of probably Reprodocus and, the special summons. I mean, you're obviously not gonna play these cards in Buster Blader, but yeah. So now now you're gonna go Pisty Revive back, and now you're gonna make a Hieratic Seal that just to get rid of the annoying condition of you can only summon dragons, because now you can finally make Needlefiber, which is funny because you were using like Link 4 or 5 of materials just to summon a Needlefiber just to have a machine on the field. It's pathetic. All of that just for Auradon, because Auradon does pretty much the same thing as Griffin. Now you might be wondering, oh, Yasin, you're not really getting the most out of your resources or cards here. You could have like summoned Desbot 1 and then it would have summoned here and you can make a Herald. 100% incorrect. You can't make Herald because Herald would kind of force you. It's not even force you, that's even worse. It prevents you from sending from deck to the graveyard. Well, monsters only. Spells and traps are good, but you do have to send Buster Blader, well, I need Buster Blader monster, well, there's only like 2 anyways, in order to use Prologue, so yeah, you can't even resolve your freaking trap if you have Herald, unless, of course, if you just allow your opponent to jump over the Herald or negate something and then use Prologue, I guess, but like, I don't know, it's... Yeah, they can just play it super slowly and you can't really play the game proactively. I guess it works, but yeah, anyways, now let's get into the third combo that isn't really a combo, but it's kind of something that I still have to explain because it is the thing that has the most potential with Buster Blader. So yeah, once again, let's get into it. Yeah, this is genuinely not a combo, of course. I mean, Buster Blader is not a combo deck, has never been a combo deck, and will probably never be a combo deck because for some reason Konami really... I don't know if they sleep on the deck or they just don't really care, or maybe the Buster Blader community just isn't that big, because the hero community is gigantic, so it's to their advantage, of course, to release support for hero, whereas Buster Blader, it's just like, whatever, who are we gonna please, like 5 people? No, it's kind of sad, but for once in history that Buster Blader cards are like freaking tier 1.5, I want to say, like really good. It's not even in a pure Buster Blader deck, and I guess now you can understand what I'm about to say now. Their best synergy comes with Dragma cards, apparently. So, yeah, Nadir Servant is a 3-in-1, because if you have, I guess Trap Trick is like a bad example, but it's the worst case scenario that still works. So either Trap Trick or Prologue, without even needing, like, Buster Whelp, you can still achieve the Buster Blader lock, and significantly more. But if you have Trap Trick, it's kind of gonna screw you over just a tiny bit. So I'm about to explain to you the constraints as much as I possibly can. Well, I mean, of course, it's actually going to be quite easy to understand. So your Disciple of the Deer is obviously going to send a Titanic Lad, which is 2 things. It's not only a Scarm. Yeah, you're not really going to be down to special. Well, to be fair... Oh yeah, now that I think of it, no, actually, no, never mind, I did the right thing. Yeah, you can't really, like, go search Fleur de Lys, and then during the end phase, summon Ecclesia, and then search something, because what the hell are you searching? Another Ecclesia, another Fleur de Lys? Won't really do too much there, so you're pretty much gonna have, like, one extra search that doesn't really do too much if you had, Trap Trick, but if you had Prologue, it's gonna be better, because Trap Trick would actually have to be used before the Dragma Punishment, which is that card that we're actually going to search right now. So now we're locked under from the extra deck until the end of the turn, but actually that was from Nadir Servant anyways, so, you know, it doesn't matter. And now during the end phase, we're going to search for Fleur de Lys, whatever. And now during your opponent's turn, this is what I have to kind of explain, even though it's not really complicated or anything. So if you use Dragma Punishment, you can't use Trap Trick, right? Makes sense? I mean, you can, but you just won't be able to go for Prologue, because Prologue will summon from the extra deck, and same thing with Memories. So it's one or the other. If you have Trap Trick, then you have to use Trap Trick into Prologue, but you can only use 1 trap for the rest of the turn after you use Trap Trick. So you see why this is problematic, and this is why I kind of wanted to take a little bit of time in this combo video to explain it instead of just putting all the explanations in my deck profile. Besides, people don't even watch my deck profiles. Like a 15-minute video would probably have like a 3-minute average view duration, which is really pathetic. Yeah, I mean, it's sad. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, during your opponent's turn, whatever, Trap Trick for Prologue. You have a Dragon in the Grave, by the way, which is Titanic Lad. This is why I said this was a 2-in-1 bonus. So yeah, you just have to banish a Buster Blader Fusion with Titanic Lad, which is a dragon, and then that's your Buster Blader Fusion. And once again, in defense, just to avoid Lightning Storm. So pretty much your opponent is going to be under VFD. The only thing that they still get to keep, I guess, or, I mean, not really that it's not like skill drain, right? Because they can still use their continuous effects. Well, use is the incorrect term, but their continuous effects are still valid, whereas skill drain would actually screw over their continuous effects. But if they actually have ignition effects on the field that force them to leave the field as a cost, well, all of a sudden they play around skill drain or through skill drain or whatever is the correct term here. And you also have Fleur de Lis, I guess, if they have like a Marshmelon that you're really afraid of. So yeah, everyone's scared of Marshmelon, of course. Anyways, that's all I had to showcase and say for this beautiful Buster Blader combo video. If you guys have any comments or feedback, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it motivates me a lot to keep making videos like these. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.